Good morning, everyone. I'm very excited for this event today, and I would like to thank each and every one of you for making the time to come today. I know you're all very busy, and you've got 1,000 other things to do, but I think this meeting today might give us some opportunities to collaborate with people that are in the same building, or perhaps they're in very different parts of the campus. So what I'm going to do this morning, just for 5-10 minutes, just to give you a little bit overview of some of the ideas I have about Driven. And you know, everyone that has to go through 2 slides about what they bring to the table and what they would like to take out from potential collaboration with Driven. I'll do that at the end of the introductory talk. And we have, when we do our presentations, we'll have 5 minutes, and there is a card that will go up to indicate that there is 1 minute left, and Christina will hold that card. We also have a microphone. Unless someone doesn't agree to, we thought it would be a good idea, your 5-minute talks, to put them online on social media as a promotional material. But if you don't feel comfortable about it, please let us know, and we were not going to do that. So what are today's objectives? First of all, to get to know each other. I guess what is the challenge with Driven is that we try to bring together people not just from different departments within the same faculty, but also from different faculties. And so I thought that it is quite important, the first event, to be an internal event, to try to increase a little bit the team cohesion by get to know each other, what we do, and what are future plans. And of course, later on, we should organize an external facing event where we try to bring influential people from different areas of research, people who work in local government or other important sectors, to come and join that official launch of the center. We have a long list of presenters. 3 people who were not able to come today, so I will present their slides, and a few were just unavailable. What I would like to do today is, during the meetings and during the break, brainstorm different ideas about Driven. How do you see yourself, and what you like Driven to do? And initiate ideas for potential research collaborations. And for that, we have the help from the 2 research facilitators from the Faculty of Health Sciences, who will talk straight after the lunch break, and they will present some very exciting grant opportunities nationally and internationally, which could stimulate discussions. And of course, it's up to you if you want to take these discussions forward after the meeting by organizing future events and meetings. So, as with every team, one needs to have the right number of people, and obviously, what is the right number of people? It's a good question, but it has to be fairly large to represent different areas of research within the university, but perhaps not too large, where everything becomes impersonal and the team loses cohesion. So we have roughly about 30 members in Driven, and of course, membership is fluid. If for any reason you find that Driven is not really your cup of tea, you can withdraw your participation from Driven, and of course, new members might join over time. And the way I see every member of Driven is that they serve as a bridge between Driven and other areas of research within the university, other centers, other units, other institutes. So for breakup events, for instance, if at the end of today's meeting, you've talked to a few people and you found, perhaps there is a potential for collaboration, please speak to people in your unit or your research center and invite them for future breakup meetings to follow through what you initiated today. Another thing we need to, I would like some input, if possible, during the meeting, is if you see any critical areas of research around behavior change that are not represented in DRIVEN. For instance, I think it would be good to have someone from marketing science. Last Friday, actually, I met an eminent professor from, he's actually retired now from the University of Sydney, who established the Charles Perkins Institute, which is a quite renowned institute on global health. And essentially, the institute there in Sydney brought together, again, similar to DRIVEN, people from different areas of research. People who never worked previously. And this professor told me that you have to tell people when they come to the DRIVEN launch event on Monday that unless they feel that they're slightly outside the comfort zone, the event has not gone well. So I think getting outside the comfort zone could be difficult because obviously you don't feel as confident, but I think it could be rewarding in the long term. And he gave me an example of how he's a public health researcher, this professor, how he collaborated with areas of research that he never thought he would have any common interests. For instance, vets, because he was interested, the vets were interested about dogs' health, and he was interested in people's health. So he came up with some projects that looked at walking dogs and owners together and the benefits for both the dogs and the owners. So I think getting outside the comfort zone is actually the key message from today's meeting, and also think of what you can do for DRIVEN, how you can promote DRIVEN. So for instance, I've started putting DRIVEN in my author affiliations, and I've have a number of plans and events and meetings in terms of putting DRIVEN on the agenda. And please let us know how DRIVEN can help you. What, perhaps you have an idea that you want to discuss with some of us. Please feel free to email me or anyone else in DRIVEN to put that idea on the table. So what are the aims of DRIVEN? The way I see the aims of DRIVEN, obviously, is a group that will evolve over time, and maybe the aims will change. But I think the overarching aim is to be a point of reference for behavioral science research and consultancy in Denmark and wider. And an aspiration is that it will be the point of reference for stakeholders in the government, industry, and charity, anyone who is interested to change behavior in diverse life domains. They will know that DRIVEN is there and could potentially be of help. And obviously, DRIVEN should be the point of reference for other researchers in Denmark and overseas, primarily in big EU projects, for collaborations around projects on behavior science. So to obviously achieve that, we need to start getting some funding to work together. I work with some members here on grant applications that are currently under review. And I think there might be more opportunities. I hope there will be more opportunities for collaboration in the future. So through these specific projects, little projects, 2-3-year funding projects, we'll build the infrastructure, the reputation, the collaboration that maybe one day, and that's a long-term goal, maybe will lead to a center of excellence application on a hot topic where behavioral science could be an important contributor.